Small parts generally have to be fed to assembly and production systems correctly oriented. This is usually achieved with mechanical barriers on the conveyor units. Such barriers are inflexible, sometimes unreliable, and unable to orient all parts correctly, and they don't even begin to address the problem of quality inspection. Where they reach the limit of their potential is where the checkbox family from Festo starts to come into its own. The optical system can be set up quickly for an extremely wide variety of applications. Correctly oriented feeding, inspection, counting, and sorting, the checkbox family complements the mechanical barrier ideally. This reliable and flexible system includes a quality inspection function. IC Montageautomaten GmbH of Schorndorf in Germany specializes in high-speed assembly systems. This well-known machine manufacturer often uses Festo automation for assembly and handling. Its end customer, Elektroterminal GmbH of Innsbruck, required a high production rate, flexibility, reduced rejection rate, and real-time acquisition of quality and production data in constructing an assembly line for terminal strips. The actual terminal element presents feeding and inspection tasks. 1,200 of these cuboidal components have to be checked every minute, and the correctly oriented parts have to be supplied on 3 feed lines for assembly. The part shape ruled out 100% inspection and alignment with mechanical devices, since the only feature that can be used for orientation is an off-center hole. The main factor in favor of the ident box, a member of the checkbox family, was the speed of the inspection and conveyor unit, and hence the possibility of using just one feed line. The parts are fed to the ident box in a continuous flow on a conveyor belt. They can have 8 different positions. An inspection rate of 633 millimeters per second is achieved. The ident box throws bad parts into a receptacle for rejects and returns incorrectly oriented parts to the hopper. The correctly oriented parts, inspected for quality, are then channeled into 3 feed lines for assembly. Integration into the machine's overall operating sequence and linking with its existing control system enables the ident box to control the feed rate according to the machine's assembly cycle. Use of the ident box satisfied the customer's need for 100% detection of orientation and quality inspection of 1,200 parts a minute to be achieved simply and efficiently for cost-effective production. The integration of feeding and control unit with clearly defined interfaces, as well as the user-friendly teach-in method, were further decisive advantages of the Festo ident box. A Festo ident box is also used in production by the globally operating company Freudenberg Zimrit of Kufstein in Austria. The company's product range extends from seals to moldings. It needs to feed correctly oriented solenoid plungers into a downstream palletizing system and achieve the flexibility required to change the type of component on a weekly basis. This used to be accomplished with a specially adapted light barrier. However, this fault-prone design, set up for a specific part, made a more reliable and flexible solution necessary. The factors that led the customer to use the Festo ident box therefore included user-friendly teach-in method, allowing fast and flexible part type changeovers for higher uptime, 100% quality inspection, eliminating lag introduced by manual techniques, and more reliable orientation detection through built-in line scan camera unaffected by stray light. Other advantages worth mentioning include flexible modular installation, maintenance-free system in a compact, practical industrial arrangement, which pays for itself in next to no time. We had to solve a completely different task for Victor Hegedus GmbH in Wehingen in Germany. The manufacturer supplies nuts, turned and special parts such as threaded pins and sensor cases, for example. In maintaining economies of scale during production in areas such as galvanizing or vibratory grinding, different types of parts for many applications are processed as a batch. They then have to be completely resorted. The parts range from pins with a diameter of 1.6 millimeters and a length of 20 millimeters to threaded sleeves 30 millimeters in diameter and 100 millimeters long. Reliable discrimination of parts differing in length by at least 1 millimeter was required. The Festo sort box eliminated time-consuming and hence costly manual sorting. The results of this automation have to be seen to be believed. 100% sorting and quality inspection of 7,500 parts averaging 50 millimeters in length per hour. And type of part changed quickly and flexibly thanks to simple teach-in method. Flexible production of reliable connection components is a topic of great interest to Festo and its partner MBO Oswald GmbH & Company KG of Kühlsheim-Steinbach in Germany. Festo's long-established supplier of clevises for cylinders, ball joints and safety elements has become synonymous with extensive in-house production of top quality. Technological flexibility was therefore vital for MBO in planning a new production terminal. The conversion from separate turning, milling and drilling operations to a production center also required a new approach to feed systems. Once again, the specialists decided on a combination of mechanical feeding and the Festo ident box, whose smooth integration and user-friendly routine operation bring major benefits. An 80% reduction in the feed time makes frequent changes in the type of part viable. Fast commissioning, thanks to ease of operation, and quicker changeover within a group of different types of part using the simple teach-in method and the ident box's electronic type memory. The system's good inspection results and high reliability led to it being well accepted by the machine's operator. In addition to this continuous application, MBO Oswald GmbH & Company KG plans to use the Festo checkbox family for intermittently operated machines. Its defined mechanical and electronic interfaces guarantee success here as well.